what's up guys? It is Thursday, July 6th, 2017. Spider-Man Homecoming comes out tonight. Super pumped to go see that in IMAX. Already have my tickets to go see that. Going to have to get my workout in earlier today than I usually do. I've been going to the gym later. However, I'm going to see Spider-Man Homecoming later. So I'm getting ready for the gym right now, but I got a couple packages in the mail and I want to show you real quick what I got. The first package is, I'm pretty sure I know what the first package is. This one just got here, and it is something that you guys probably all recognize, or at least you guys that are kind of related to the whole fitness thing. I got a package of Up Energy. I am addicted to the White Monster Zeros, and I've heard that these are even better. Christian Guzman just came out with this company very recently, so I wanted to give them a try and see if they're as good as everybody has been saying. They have more caffeine than a White Monster, and they have reusable bottles, so 2 pluses right there. So I will actually give these a taste test before the end of the video, but I need to get these cold first so they can taste their best. But second and third package is from a company that contacted me last week. So the first package right here is a small little digital scale for the kitchen. It's from a company called VitaGoods. They contacted me and they wanted to let me try out their digital kitchen scale. So I have a kitchen scale that I kind of weigh out my egg whites on, that I weigh out my chicken on, different things like that. But they sent me their version of a digital kitchen scale, and also they sent me another package right here. This second one, you guys might have seen if you follow like the Online Coach or some other fitness YouTubers, but again, this company VitaGoods, they sent me a body analyzer. This is a scale that kind of measures out body fat, different things like that, kind of how much lean muscle you have, all kinds of different things that you put into this body analyzer. Then you can weigh yourself and you can figure out just more than what your weight on a scale is. So I'm going to try this thing out as well. I will probably weigh myself before I go to the gym, because once I go to the gym, I'm going to be doing cardio. Today, I'm starting my deload, so I'm just kind of going more or less for a pump, not necessarily to get stronger or bigger or whatever. I'm just kind of not necessarily going through the motions, but I'm not going to be hitting myself as hard as I usually would be. So I'm going to weigh myself before I go to the gym, because afterwards it might be thrown off a little bit, because I'll probably sweat a ton after doing the Stairmaster. But I'm going to open this up real quick, play with it, and I will show you guys what it's like. So I've got the body analyzer scale out now. I'm going to show you guys kind of how to set it up a little bit. Basically, what you do is you go to the set button to turn it on. Go to person 1 or person 2. I guess you can have as many people as you want on here, but then right there it is athletic male, and then you have 5 feet 8 inches tall, 24 years old. It is ready to go, and you don't have to set it each time. It is saved after you set it once. So I am 159.8 with clothes on and holding a camera, and then you stay on here until it analyzes everything, and then you can figure out body water percentage, muscle mass percentage, bone density, and your body fat percentage right there. So it's saying I am right around 12.7% body fat, and these scales aren't going to be 100% accurate, but if I was to take a guess, just kind of looking at where I'm at right now, I would say anywhere between 12 to 14% is kind of where I would guess I am at for body fat percentage-wise. So this is fairly accurate. I mean, it's not 100%, but even those little body caliper things that you use to measure body fat, those aren't even going to be 100% of the time. So if you just want something that is going to be very quick and easy and just going to be able to analyze it extremely efficiently, then this is a very, very good option. So getting ready to head to the gym right now. Got my protein shake with creatine in here. Basically, every single time before I go to the gym, I mix up my protein shake, 2 scoops of the PE Science protein, and then 1 tiny little scoop, 5 grams of the creatine monohydrate. I make that before I go to the gym. That way I can drink it while I'm either doing cardio or when I'm walking out of the gym. A lot of people will just kind of wait until they get home, mix it up, whatever. I always like to have it ready to go as soon as I'm done with my workout. But it is 3 o'clock, literally my least favorite time in the entire day to go to the gym. Oh well, at least I'm not doing anything crazy serious today. It's a deload pump up chest workout, so see you guys at the gym. Alright guys, so just got done at the gym. I am disgusting and gross and sweaty after 25 minutes of Stairmaster, but you know what? I'm actually really starting to like doing that Stairmaster just because it does make me sweat a ton, way more than a treadmill ever has or will. That Stairmaster is a beast, and I love it, but I also hate it. I hate it while I'm doing it, but once I'm done, like, I just feel so accomplished myself, because up until about maybe a month ago, I had not done cardio for like 2 years, so it finally feels good again to be somewhat healthy other than just slamming heavy weights and count my macros. Now I'm actually doing a little bit of cardio and taking care of my heart, because nobody else will. So that's a single joke, by the way, which wasn't funny, because I'm gonna go home and eat. Alright guys, so just got done making up my post-workout meal. What I have is a bunch of egg whites right here with some deli ham and fat-free cheese, and then I'm going to have 1 serving of pretzel crisps as well. The macros on the pretzel crisps, 100 calories, 24 grams of carbs, no fat, and 2 grams of protein. And then the total calories here on this bowl, just reading right off MyFitnessPal, 340 calories, 14 carb, 2 fat, and 63 protein in this entire bowl. Now, I always like to put my stuff in a larger bowl because then it looks like I have less to eat. I don't have a huge appetite, so I know some people will actually do the opposite. They'll put their meal in a smaller bowl so it looks like they've got a ton of volume to eat. I do the opposite because I try to trick my brain into thinking, oh, I don't have very much to eat, and then I can actually finish all of it, because this is actually a lot of volume, more volume than I eat in most meals. Also, I have a Up energy drink. Going to set you guys right there. I have an Up energy drink, and I have not tried this yet. So this is going to be my first taste test of the Up energy drink. 15 calories, all those calories coming from 7 grams of carbs, and there's 200 milligrams of caffeine in here, so gonna give this a try. Here goes nothing. I've heard only good things. I like the can, by the way. It tastes a lot like a White Monster. A lot like a White Monster. But sweeter. Think of the White Monster with almost like a berry or a sweeter taste in there. Very, very similar to the White Monster, but there's a hint of something sweet that's in there as well. And it's good. It's very good. Very, very good. Yeah. The more you drink it, the better it gets. Which is good, because a lot of energy drinks, once you start drinking them, you really feel it, and you're like, not very good. But this is good, so... Alright guys, so about to head out to go see Spider-Man Homecoming in IMAX 3D. I've got my Pure Protein bar and the rest of my Up energy drink, which I will say the more you drink it, the more it grows on you, which is a good thing. And I'm so pumped to see this movie, and I'm seeing it in IMAX. I feel like this movie is going to be so good in IMAX. I don't go see movies in IMAX very often. The last movie I saw in IMAX was Wonder Woman, which was amazing in IMAX. The last movie I saw before that in IMAX, Transformers: Age of Extinction, maybe? That was horrible, but getting a call right now, about to head to the movies. I'll let you guys know what I think when I get back. Alright guys, so just got done seeing Spider-Man Homecoming, and I was very excited to see this movie before going in. Spider-Man is my all-time favorite superhero. I have really loved every incarnation of Spider-Man so far. I really enjoyed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I know some people are like, he was too old, whatever. I really did like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1 and 2 are fantastic in my opinion. Spider-Man 3 is an atrocity and should just completely be forgotten. Same with Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I really did like the first Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and I thought he was an incredible Spider-Man, actually. I thought he was a really good Peter Parker. However, Tom Holland absolutely brings it, and he is, dare I say, perfect for the role of Peter Parker, because he's a kid. He's 15 years old. He fits the stereotype of what that character of Peter Parker and Spider-Man should be in this stage of the character, where he is in high school. He looks, he feels, he sounds like he is in high school, and that's great. So for starters, Tom Holland is fantastic as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man. Now, something that has really struggled in the MCU, something that has really struggled in a couple Spider-Man movies prior, with Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, even The Amazing Spider-Man 1 was pretty weak, with the villains. And again, like I said, in the MCU, the biggest gripe with most MCU films, villains. However, Michael Keaton might be, since this movie is tied into the MCU, minus Loki, I think Michael Keaton's Vulture is the second best villain that the MCU has produced at this point, because there are some moments in this movie where you have his character face to face with Peter Parker, and the suspense and tension in that scene is ridiculous. You are on the edge of your seat, like your skin is crawling, you have no idea what's gonna happen, and seriously, it is insane with some of the suspense and tension between his Vulture character and Spider-Man in this movie. And you really do feel like, even though this movie is a little bit more intimate, it's not like super huge with the end of the world on the line like the Avenger movies and whatever. It is a lot more intimate in just the Brooklyn kind of area, Brooklyn, Bronx, whatever, in New York. But the stakes are very real, and the stakes aren't the end of the world. The stakes are the end of Spider-Man, the end of Peter Parker. And there are so many times in this film where you're like, how is this kid that is so overmatched, this kid that is still figuring out how to be Spider-Man, how is he going to get out of this now? And I just can't say enough about Michael Keaton's performance in this movie. So good. Right on par with Tom Holland, who, again, like I said, killed it. And again, I want to say something about this movie being tied into the MCU. A lot of people thought that it was going to be an Iron Man movie with Spider-Man in it. A lot of the trailers feature Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. very prominently. However, in my opinion, I think that's just a marketing ploy to get people in the theater, because this is very, very much, entirely, 95% of this movie is a Spider-Man movie with Iron Man in there just a little bit here and there. And when he is in there, the scenes are powerful and the scenes are good, and Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. brings it again. I know that there's some talks about him maybe not being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after the next Avengers Infinity War movie, but you know, he's such a staple in this franchise. Anytime you put him into any movie, he just brings so much to this role as Tony Stark, and he is that central character in this franchise that I would hate to see him go, but again, he adds so much to this movie, and he's really not in it very much, but he's in it enough. And the supporting characters in this movie with like Peter Parker's friends are all good. They all seem like real characters that you can relate to, that you've known when you were in high school, and it's fun. And that's the thing about this movie. It's fun. There is not a boring moment in this movie, and you're constantly learning more about Peter without having to have that origin story thrown in there. And I love this movie. I love this movie so much. Do I want to say it's my favorite Spider-Man movie? That's what I was wrestling with when I was walking out of this theater, because Spider-Man 2 is not only my favorite Spider-Man movie, it's one of my favorite superhero movies ever. Right up there with Avengers and The Dark Knight. I think Spider-Man 2 is a masterpiece. But I like Spider-Man Homecoming a little bit more. And going into this, I don't know if I wanted to even admit that that was a possibility, because Spider-Man 2 holds such a good place in my heart, because it's the movie that it was my first superhero movie that I truly loved. Like the first Spider-Man movie I really liked, but that Spider-Man 2, man, I loved that movie, and I still do. But I think Spider-Man Homecoming is a little bit truer to the character of Spider-Man. The action's a little bit better. Of course, the CGI is going to look a little bit better. Just I can't say enough about Spider-Man Homecoming. Seriously, the movie, I was trying to pick different parts of it when I was walking out of the theater. Like, maybe this wasn't very good. Maybe that wasn't very good. You know, I can't. I would have to see it again and really nitpick, but this movie was so good. So good. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie. And Spider-Man's my favorite superhero movie. So I can't, like, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero and this is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I cannot say enough good things, and I'm just a very happy individual. And I know this review is I'm rambling, and I need to end this review. But yes, I love Spider-Man Homecoming. If you have the chance to go see it this weekend, go see it. I know I just saw Baby Driver and I said go see that. Well, Baby Driver can wait. Baby Driver will be there this is a movie that you need to see on the big screen. Baby Driver is gonna be the same fantastic, super good movie that you see on your TV or if you see it on the big screen. But this movie, you gotta see this in theaters. You have to. You have to. But if I'm to rate this movie, I don't give out a lot of A+. I give out a lot of A- and A's. But an A+, something that I literally cannot pick, something that I didn't like from the movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. And I loved it. And I'm so excited for what they're going to do with Spider-Man in the future of the MCU. And the post-credit scenes are good. Make sure you stick around. There are 2 post-credit scenes. One after the main credit, like mid-credits. And then there's one at the end of the entire credits. So make sure you stick around for those. But I'm going to end the review. I'm actually going to end the vlog right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, go hit that red subscribe button. And I'll talk to each and every single one of you guys in the next one. Peace.